What's your take on melatonin? This is a good question. It's one I get asked all the time when I go live on TikTok. Melatonin is a hormone that's naturally produced in our brain, signaling that it's time for us to rest. Melatonin is produced in response to darkness. And melatonin is actually synthesized from its precursor, serotonin, a neurotransmitter produced almost exclusively in the gut. I always recommend lifestyle modifications before we start taking something for sleep. If we identify the underlying cause, we can usually fix it, but because of electronics, it's becoming more difficult. Years ago, people came home from work and they had their dinner and they had a shower and maybe they read a book until they went to bed. But now, because of television and our smartphones, smart pads, and computers, we're bombarded by light long after our body should start receiving signals that it's time for us to start resting. So when we try to go to sleep, we are overstimulated and our body hasn't really started even trying to get us ready for sleep yet. By taking a melatonin supplement, we can stimulate a process that is going to be otherwise delayed. But here's a problem that arises. People will give their children a high dose of melatonin or may take a high dose of melatonin themselves to keep them asleep at night. And that's not what melatonin does. Melatonin gets your body ready for sleep. So you should always take the lowest dose possible in order to meet those health goals. Kids under 4 make a lot of melatonin, and if they're not sleeping well, then it's probably because they're being exposed to too much technology or there's something else going on. The American Pediatric Society recommends using no more than 6 milligrams of melatonin in children and says that most children can benefit from just half to 1 milligram. And the American Sleep Foundation recommends that adults start at 1 to 2 milligrams and not exceed 5 milligrams without talking to their doctor, because there might be something else going on. There are a lot of reasons that people have trouble sleeping, and if your problem is falling asleep, melatonin might be a great choice, but it's not going to be a great option for staying asleep. If you have a poor diet and poor gut health, you're not going to make enough melatonin because it's derived from serotonin, which is made in the gut. Follow for more.